Welcome back to the UK Soaps Spoilers channel. Next week's Coronation Street will see Zeedan come clean about the reason for his return, while Frida kidnaps Ailed. Meanwhile, Max causes problems for Daniel. In this video, we talk about Coronation Street spoilers for next week from September 20 to 24, 2021. Let's start. Alia rejects Zeedan's loan. Having lost her money in a scam, Alia is suspicious of Zeedan's offer of a £50,000 loan to help her out. However, despite her doubts, she accepts his generous proposal. Later, when Zeedan attacks Ryan over how he treated his sister, Alia is furious. She criticizes Zeedan for not showing his face during Yasmin's ordeal with Jeff and refuses his loan offer. Ryan is accused of attacking Zeedan. Outside Speed Dahl, Zeedan is attacked by two thugs and is later found bleeding by Elaine and Cassie. As Zeedan recovers in hospital, Alia and Ryan question him about the attack. Zeedan plays dumb and pretends that he has no idea why he was targeted. Having witnessed the earlier altercation between Ryan and Zeedan, Simon suspects that Ryan could be to blame. When Ryan learns that Zeedan gave a statement to Craig blaming him for the attack, he confronts Zeedan for trying to frame him. Zeedan comes clean. When Zeedan learns that Ryan has an alibi, he has no choice but to come clean to Yasmin and Alia about why he's back on the street. After learning the truth, Yasmin tells him that she's ashamed of him and doesn't want his money. In an attempt to make amends, Zeedan apologizes to Ryan for falsely accusing him. He also gives Ryan hope for his future with Alia by revealing that Alia still thinks a lot of him. Later, Yasmin lectures Zeedan and insists that she'll accept his loan, but only if he sticks around so she can keep an eye on him. Bernie and Chesney upset Frida. When Frida learns that Gemma is meeting up with mums of children with cochlear implants at the hospital, she tries to hide her misgivings. Gemma attempts to comfort Frida by promising that they'll keep their links with the deaf community. Frida is given further cause for concern when Bernie declares that Ailed will be normal after his operation. Later, Frida offers to take Ailed for a walk to help Gemma out. When Chesney and Bernie discuss the hassle of attending deaf groups and how they want Ailed to talk properly, Frida feels hurt. Frida disappears with Ailed. Gemma grows concerned when Frida doesn't return with Ailed. With the clock ticking to get Ailed to the hospital on time, Gemma fears that Frida has kidnapped Ailed and launches a search. At the community center, Frida shows Ailed a website containing successful deaf people. Gemma is relieved to find the pair, but is horrified when Frida doesn't let her inside. When the interpreter arrives to discuss Nora's funeral plans, Gemma enlists their help to get through to Frida. It's clear that recent events are getting to Frida, and she refuses to hand Ailed back over. Will she do so in time for Ailed's operation? David accuses Daniel of favoritism. When David questions Max about his lack of homework, Max lies that he's been given less work due to his ADHD. David follows this up with Daniel, and is peeved when Daniel suggests Max is making a fool of him. Meanwhile, having refused to give Max tuition last week, Daniel is torn when Summer asks for help with her Oxford application form. Daniel initially refuses, but later offers to help. When David catches wind of Daniel's extra lessons with Summer, he accuses Daniel of playing favorites. Max causes trouble for Daniel. Annoyed about Daniel's favoritism, David remarks on Daniel's history with Bethany and suggests he fancies Summer. Max overhears and can't resist making a jibe about Daniel and Bethany at school. When Daniel realizes his wallet has gone missing, he suspects Max is to blame and later orders the youngster to empty his pockets. David spots the commotion and storms over as Max empties his school bag onto the pavement to clear his name. Daniel's career is in jeopardy. Furious about Daniel's conduct with Max, David considers taking further action. However, Shona is unimpressed and is quick to point out his defense of Max before he knows all the facts. Meanwhile, Daisy warns Daniel that he's risking his entire career with no proof that Max is to blame. Kelly is given fresh hope about Rick. With Kelly's funds running low in recent weeks, Sharon reveals to the troubled teen that someone has made another anonymous donation to help her case. Convinced that the donor is Rick, Kelly is overjoyed. However, when Kelly's new friend Mia spots Sharon, she's shocked. Mia quizzes Kelly about Sharon and is troubled to learn that Kelly is Rick's daughter. Kelly demands to know the truth from Gary. Kelly interrogates Mia over her knowledge of Rick and is floored when Mia reveals that Rick is the reason that she's in prison. When Kelly claims that Rick is now living in Spain and has been secretly paying all her legal fees, Mia is dubious and suggests that someone has killed him. With Mia's words ringing in her ear, Kelly calls Gary and insists he tell her the truth about Rick. Aggie confronts Grace over her blackmail. With Grace using Gloria's leverage to blackmail Ed and Aggie, she hands Ed a snap list of things she wants done around her new house. Meanwhile, James is given cause for celebration, having been declared fit enough to train again. He suggests the family celebrate with a meal in town, but Aggie suggests they celebrate at home instead. Aggie attacks Grace over her behavior and insists that she's the reason they can't afford to go out to dinner with James. As the two women exchange words, their confrontation doesn't go unnoticed by Danny. Norris causes trouble for Rita. It's the day of Norris' funeral, and the mourners gather to pay their respects. Rita delivers a touching eulogy about her old friend and colleague, and Billy reads out a letter left by Norris. It looks like Norris couldn't resist causing some mischief from beyond the grave, as the letter ends with a reveal that Rita was secretly having her hair colored by Claudia for years. Feeling betrayed, Audrey clashes with Rita at the wake. Norris teases more secrets. Rita's hair coloring secret isn't the only reveal Norris has up his sleeve, as his letter suggests that the paperboy outside the cabin contains a further secret. At the wake, Mary, Ken, Gail, and Brian gather around the paperboy to discover the truth. When they fail to get it open, Mary returns with a chainsaw and destroys the paperboy. What has Norris hidden inside? Alright, that's all about Coronation Street spoilers for next week from September 20 to 24, 2021. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to UK Soaps Spoilers channel for watching more news, spoilers and gossip about Soaps TV. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.